Hello, guys. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with this transfer news claiming that Barca are set to miss out on this 17 million wonderkid by name Arda Guler, as it has been reported that AC Milan are now leading the race. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Sofyan Amrabat, after reports claiming how the player wants to go to Atletico Madrid after Barca have been delaying negotiations, it has been reported that the player still stand a chance to be a Barca player, as he have told his agents to give Barca one more chance. We are also going to be discussing about that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Arda Guler is one of the most exciting young talents that is on the radars of several top clubs in Europe heading into the summer transfer window. La Liga champions FC Barcelona have also been credited with an interest in the 18-year-old attacking midfield prodigy. Guler came through the youth ranks at Fenerbahce and has grown into a pivotal player for the first team despite his young age. The teenager finished last season with a tally of 6 goals and 7 assists from 35 matches across all competitions. Guler has also broken into the Turkish national team, featuring 4 times for them, in which he has scored 1 goal. The 18-year-old's explosion has not gone unnoticed, as some of the top clubs in the game, such as Barcelona, PSG, Arsenal, Borussia Dortmund, and AC Milan, have taken an interest in his signing. However, according to a fresh report from ROMC Sport, as relayed by Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are now set to miss out on the signing of Guler in the summer, with AC Milan understood to be leading the race for his signing. The 18-year-old, who has a release clause worth around 17 million euros, in his contract with Fenerbahce, has been clear that he wishes to move to where he can be a regular starter and play week in, week out. It is a requirement that will not be met at Barca, given Barcelona's already have a loaded midfield department, which will be further boosted by the imminent arrival of Ilkay Gundogan on a free transfer. If he did end up at Barcelona, Guler would likely find himself in a situation similar to Pablo Torre during last season, when the Spanish midfield prodigy hardly played. As such, the La Liga champions are now understood to be out of the race for his signing. Instead, it is AC Milan who are leading the chase and could end up landing him, despite Fenerbahce's intentions to keep hold of the young star for another year. Of course, this comes as no news. Barca always collapse. In fact, more than 90% of the players that Barca keep showing interest in, they always end up leading, in fact, getting out of the race. So this comes as no surprise. Barca have been linked with uncountable midfielders. Uncountable midfielders just this summer alone. And how many of them have they succeeded that they will even show any promise to sign? Martin Zubimendi, Barca have failed to bring him. The player does not even want the club. Sociedad have pushed them. Joshua Kimmich, nothing. There are many players that we have been talking about in our transfer news that at the end of the day, Barca don't succeed. It's all about interest in this player, interest in that player, interest here and there. But they don't know how to get the deal done. They don't know how to... even this is not the first time. Last summer, the same thing. We were linked with more than 100 players. At the end, we signed just about 5 or 6 of them. Honestly, it's not all about talking and talking. It's all about getting the job done. Arda Guler, this Turkish young star, has been linked with Barca. In fact, today there have been a lot of reports from the newspapers talking about this transfer links. And of course, Arda Guler is not only linked to Barca, AC Milan, PSG, Chelsea, and so on. And Barcelona after showing interest in the player. As Xavi says, he is still looking for an interior midfielder despite having Ilkay Gundogan. A move for this player have collapsed because Barcelona see that there's no chance. AC Milan are the front runners, and more to the fact that this guy does not want to come to Barca and be a bench product. And of course, look at players like Pablo Torre. Last season, his career have really gone down because hardly did even play matches. And this is a player who left Racing Santander, coming to Barca knowing fully well that he has made it. He has, in fact, but little did he know that the midfield department is made up of some quite talented players. But Xavi exaggerated by the way he just buried him off the bench in nearly all the matches. It started towards the end of the La Liga season that we started seeing Pablo Torre having some consistent time playing because, of course, Barca had already won La Liga, so we had nothing to play for. So let's see how it goes as Barca keep falling after showing interest in multiple players, especially in these midfielders these days. We've been talking about a lot of interior midfielders that Barca have been showing interest, but to no avail. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, signing a midfielder has turned out to be one of Barca's priorities this summer without any doubt, especially after Busquets announced his departure at the end of the season. However, Barcelona's list of targets is dwindling with each passing day after Ruben Neves moved one step closer to moving to Saudi Arabia. It appears that other targets such as Sofyan Amrabat is also set to move elsewhere. According to Gerard Romero, Barca have ruled out the signing of Amrabat. The Fiorentina player has been chucked out of Barca's wish list, and the club will not pressure a deal for the midfielder this summer. This came shortly after reports that claim Amrabat is ready to move to Atletico Madrid ahead of the switch to Catalonia. The player, whose market value stands at 30 million euros, wanted to join Barcelona earlier in the year, but with the club not in a position to register him immediately, it appears he had a change of heart. With Sofyan Amrabat and Neves not options anymore for Xavi, as well as Joshua Kimmich and Zubimendi proving to be way too expensive, Barca must set their sights now on other players or other alternatives. The Catalans have been curiously linked with a move for Espanyol captain Sergi Darder lately. However, the club could face stiff competition from Almeria in the race to sign Darder. As for other options in the market, Barca are in contention to sign Gundogan, which they finally did yesterday was approved. Of course, everything was approved. One player who does interest Xavi is also Guido Rodriguez. The Argentine international is rated quite highly by Barcelona. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.